Hey guys, it's Vicky. I am back, and today we are going to make a sheet pan beef bulgogi. So as some of you know, my husband is Korean, and we often make bulgogi, but I've never made it on a sheet pan. So let's see. I bought skirt steak. Normally I'll use a flank steak, but the grocery store didn't have it, so this is what we're going to use. It's about 1.5 pounds, and it's still frozen because when you make bulgogi, if you make it at home, you want to cut the meat very thin, and that's much easier to do if it's frozen. Mine is like freezer burnt on it. It's fine. So this recipe should be pretty fast, pretty easy. You're just going to be slicing your meat, making a marinade, letting the meat marinate in your refrigerator from anywhere from an hour to overnight. So anywho, if you're going to do this, I'd recommend keeping your meat somewhat frozen. And this is a really wide piece of meat. And you're typically supposed to cut your meat with the grain, but I'm going to cut this in half just so it's a little easier to work with. All right, so I've got my meat, and I'm just going to kind of make slices, a bit diagonal. So as you can see, it's pretty thin. It's not very thick. And you're going to do all your meat. Then we'll go ahead and make the marinade. How easy it is to cut meat when it's somewhat frozen. If this wasn't frozen and you were cutting with my steak knife, it would be impossible. So like you can get that really paper thin. This will go into a marinade, and then I'm also going to put on the sheet pan some snap peas and some onion, and that's it. So you could prep this whenever, like, you know, you can leave it in your refrigerator for 24 hours. So you could prep it the day before, come home from work, take it out of the marinade, cut up your onion, throw it in your oven. It's just super, super easy, but we'll see how it tastes because I've not made it before. Though we do love bulgogi. Like every time I go to the store, and probably like Walmart isn't really the place to buy knives, right? You know, like a good store from Italy probably has some nice knives, Japan. But I do look for new knives, and I don't know what kind to get. So if any of you are watching and you do cook and you're not laughing too horribly at me, if you have a knife that you like, that you think is worthy of the price, no matter what the price is, drop that in the comments, because look, I got this and that. That's it. So I definitely could use some help on finding a much better knife. If you're new to our channel, welcome. My name is Vicky. If you're returning, thank you very much for your support. Appreciate that a whole lot. We are slowly and steadily working towards memberships on our channel. And I thought, for my part, with the cooking for memberships, if we get there, is I would do some like live cooking. Just myself, maybe some live cooking with my husband. Maybe we can make some other Korean dishes. Maybe some live cooking with Lori. I don't know, maybe a boozy live cooking. Who knows? But that's what I've been thinking. Let me wash my hands. All right, let's go ahead and make the marinade. First thing you need is a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And this marinade is based off of about 1.5 pounds of meat. So 1/4 cup of soy, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, which I don't recommend smelling it, honestly. Just put it in, and if you're not sure, maybe go a little less than the tablespoon. But don't smell it. Should I taste it? It smells horrible. Oh no, I can't. I don't think I don't think I can. No, I don't think so. But it needs to be in here. Then you're going to need a tablespoon of fresh ginger, which I don't have, of ground ginger. And I'm just going to put a little in. My husband hates ginger, but it needs to be in there. Sesame oil, tablespoon of sesame oil. I've tried various bulgogi marinade recipes over the years. And this one sounds like it might be pretty good. Chili paste, seeds, and garlic. So we're going to get rid of that. We are going to use some minced garlic. If you have fresh garlic, I would use it. So 1 tablespoon, no, 2 tablespoons. Let's go with 2. Because garlic is where it's at. We're going to add our gochujang. And it says to do 1 tablespoon, but I think I'm going to go with like 2, 2.5. It's 1, 2. I think I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons. The correct recipe will be listed below and any modifications you're watching right now. All right, a little bit of sesame seed, about a tablespoon. Just combine this up. Get your brown sugar mixed in. Get that red pepper paste combined. Has a nice red color to it. Yeah, it looks nice, huh? That looks pretty good. All right. I'm going to take our yummy marinade and just dump it right over that meat. It really smells like restaurant bulgogi. It smells amazing. All right, there we are. We're going to make beef pan. There we are. We're going to make sheet pan beef bulgogi. We're going to let this marinade until dinner. You could also, and I think I'm going to, before you put it in the refrigerator, if you have some green onions, you could coarsely chop some green onions. I'm going to put them right on top. And then I will go ahead and get some more sesame seeds. All right, there we are. Let's go ahead and get it in the refrigerator. Hey guys, we're back. It's time to put it together and get it in the oven. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 450. And this is our marinated meat. Looks and smells amazing. Before I do the meat, I'm going to cut up an onion. And I also have some sugar snap peas. We're going to put the sugar peas in the bag. Oh, really good. I'm going to cut up an onion. After your onion is cut up, I'm going to separate them a little bit. You're going to put them in with the sugar peas. And we're going to add some salt, pepper, and olive oil. You could throw in other vegetables as well, maybe some broccoli, whatever vegetables you might have, some carrots, whatever. Olive oil. Right into the bag, shake it up. Some salt. And some pepper, just regular black pepper. And again, close it up, shake it up. I have a cookie sheet with some parchment paper, and we are just going to spread these out evenly. Try and get them so that as many of them can have contact with your cookie sheet as possible. We are going to put it onto our cookie sheet. Again, spread it out. Get as much contact as you can. There is the sheet pan bulgogi. Yeah, looks good, smells good. All right, we'll be back once they come out of the oven, and I will let you see how they are. Hot out of the oven. Looks and smells amazing. It smells just like bulgogi from a restaurant. And the vegetables look terrific as well. Let's put it on the plate with some rice. And this is what's for dinner tonight at my house. Beef bulgogi done on a sheet pan. Who would have thought? Very easy, very quick. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you on the next What's for Dinner. Bye, guys.